என்னடா யோசிக்கிற? There is nothing to think so much மச்சான். தைரியமா போ. ட்ரஸ்டபிள்ரா. 3 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன பார்த்துருக்கல, இப்போ நான் பார்க்குறல்ல. How confident I am because I have taken a right decision. நான் கொடுத்த அட்ரஸ் போய் விசிட் பண்ணு. You will have a personal care from them.
எல்லா பேஷண்ட்ஸுக்கும் பர்சனல் கேர் தராங்க. 30 years of proven medical records. All eye care treatment under one roof. அதான் ஆர்கே ஐ சென்டரோட ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி.
My dear children of God, it's my pleasure to be with you all once again for this episode, How to Lead a Life That Would Be Pleasing to the Lord. If you want to see the other episodes, you can always YouTube Narendranath or visit the website www.divinetruth.asia. For the past 4 weeks, I have been dealing on the subject, wife is a gift of God. Yes, God gave Adam Eve as a helper and He wants us to get married. Thanithirupadu nalladalla. It's not good for Adam to be alone. That's what God said and gave him a suitable partner. But as I was sharing with you all, in my case, I was not getting my life partner that easily. As I shared with you earlier in the earlier episodes, the first alliance got stopped in the last minute for a funny and a fickle reason when my mother intervened and my girl's father felt my mother could be a fanatic. And second time when everything was fine, like as I shared earlier, my father was a Telugu Naidu from Andhra Pradesh and mother was a Malayali Christian from Kerala, mixed religion, mixed caste, and the girl who dropped me twice, she was a medical doctor, father was a chief engineer, Keralite, mother was a Catholic Christian from Kerala, just like us, mixed religion. And I was brought up with Christian faith, she was brought up with a Christian faith. We thought everything was fine, yet God stopped that alliance also twice. First time when she got an asthmatic attack, she said she is going to become a nun and didn't want to pursue wedding at all. And second time when she showed her interest and again she said, please consider me. And when we were planning to consider and when everything was finalized, jewelry were bought and sarees were bought and things like that. In the last minute, because her priest intervened and said, how can she marry a non-Catholic against the Lord's will? So again it got stopped. That is how the third, almost coming to the close, didn't happen. So I went back to my workplace, totally dejected, not knowing what's happening. It was then I started applying for various jobs because the medical officer's post for a lady doctor was also closed by that time because somebody was recruited. So that's also not possible, and continuing there didn't make much difference. Though I stood number 1 in the merit list and even I was an assistant engineer there, even if one executive engineer post would have become vacant or available, I would have got promoted. Yet because of all these disappointments, I thought I should quit. But there was a hitch. The hitch was I had given a bond for 10,000 rupees, which was a very big sum in those days, for assuring that I will serve 5 years after training. My training I joined the organization the year October 6th, 1975. For 15 months I underwent training till January 77. So 5 years means again 82 January, till then I should serve because of the training that they gave, during which period I didn't serve them but only got trained. Due to that they put a condition that if I leave during the first 5 years of the employment after training, I should pay them 10,000 rupees as a compensation for the money and time that they spent on me. So that was one hitch I had to overcome. Yet I thought, if I get a job, let me see how to cross over that. So for which I had to apply and had to get a job. So I started applying it to various organizations. As I was applying to various organizations through the newspaper advertisements, what they had advertised under situation vacant, I realized for most of the middle level positions, the would be employers were asking for post graduation in management as an additional qualification over engineering. When I did my engineering and I went for that first job, this MBA and all were not asked for. But for middle level, this extra qualification of management was required. I did not have that. So I was wondering what to do. Then I realized if I could get a job at Chennai, preferably, where my parents are there. So, and Madras University in those days had both regular course as well as part-time course for management, MBA. Today we have so many institutions offering MBA, but in those days very few, very few. Madras University had 20 seats, I think, 20 for regular and 20 seats for part-time. And for part-time, it will be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. 5 days a week or something like that for 6 semesters, which means 3 years, each semester spanning around 6 months. After the end of 6th semester, you can become an MBA. So I wanted to shift over to a company situated at Chennai so that I can pursue my part-time MBA and do a post-graduation MBA without breaking my service, work and study. But for that I should get a job at MBA. So for that I should get a job at Chennai so that I could do MBA. Usually I used to visit Chennai during Christmas time and Easter time. I used to save all my earned leave. Government job, we used to get earned leave. Every earned leave I used to save. Only casual leave of 12 days. I used to take 6 days for Christmas, 6 days for Easter. That 1980 Christmas time I was planning to come to Chennai. It was that time I got a letter from a company called Arudra Engineers Private Limited from Chennai. I did not know that I had applied there. They said that through post box I had applied earlier there. So they said, why don't I come and call on them for an interview at Chennai. All my dreams were sort of getting fulfilled. And also I did that to take a special leave for that. In any case I was reaching Chennai. It is all God's providence. See, this is how God makes me to move. So as I was going to be staying for Christmas time, this interview date also coincided. And in those days there was no website and all. We had to only through word by mouth we had to make inquiry about any organization. When I asked my friends after reaching Chennai, I had 2-3 days before the interview, how this company is. They said it is a sort of a medium sized company specializing in water treatment and a part of a bigger group called IGP group. Things like that. So it was at Paris. So I went the previous day, located where the office is so that I could go on time. Then I was wondering what this water treatment company is going to do with a person like me who had only project experience. I did not have any water treatment experience, and it's after 5 years of experience I am trying to enter there. So I thought most probably I may not get a job. And my father was very happy because they had got retired, both my parents got retired recently then. So I went and appeared for the interview. General manager was from a technical institution, Madras Fertilizers. He was the general manager there acting at that time. So he interviewed me. He was impressed with my project experience and he said I can learn water treatment. So he sent me to the MD for next level of interview same day. So I went and appeared before him. He interviewed me. He also found me sort of he was interested in me because of what I had achieved in my project days. So he offered me assistant manager job there at a salary slightly higher than what I was drawing earlier, by telling the other people who are working there are more experienced but drawing less salary, and because of my governmental job my salary already is higher, so he could offer that or something like that. But I was keen to do my MBA, but leaving a government job was a challenge to me. I thought leaving a government job and taking a private job, is it right? And I knew out of 1,000 people I got selected in my government job earlier. Leaving such a job and coming here, is it a good thing to decide? Yet having faced all disappointments and negative things at that earlier workplace, and because I wanted to do part-time MBA at Chennai, I thought I should take up this job. But I told him I have a bond for another 2 more years. It is there. I didn't know how to solve that problem because 10,000 rupees I had to pay. I said only after reaching my head office I will be in a position to know what type of thing I can do that. So he said how much of earned leave I have. I said 6 months plus. So he said, okay, you can take that, and another 6 months you can take a loss of pay leave. Another 1 year sort of we will see how to sort out. So some light was there. So I was planning to surrender my earned leave, planned to take a sick leave and solve this problem. So I left that place and reached my work spot and submitted my resignation letter. My assistant project manager was very happy because it was his daughter. The marriage stopped at the last minute, so I was an eyesore for him there. And he forwarded that letter to the head office at Kottagudam. God sent an angel in the form of a friend who had a secretary known to him, a deputy to general manager. We both went there. We went and told the general manager secretary that my parents got retired and they need not only monetary support but also my physical support, and I would be happy if they could relieve me without insisting on bond. That was the time they were releasing without bond the doctors also. So God moved their hearts and they accepted my resignation and decided to release me without insisting on bond. That is how I got relieved from there without having to pay any bond amount of 10,000 rupees. And the very next month I came and joined this private organization. How God groomed me at that private organization, how I got my MBA seat at Madras University part-time, and how because of that I got a better alliance than all that I had earlier, and how God made me to get lifted up far more than any of my other colleagues and brought me thus far. I will share it in the weeks to come. Thank you.
Appointment வாங்கிட்டல?
வாங்கிட்டேன்க்கா.
Hey, why are you getting nervous? Last month Priya Kotiyoda அங்க தான் விசிட் பண்ணேனா. எக்கனாமிக்கல் டா. இன்சூரன்ஸ் கூட claim பண்ணிக்கலாம். Premature babiesல இருந்து old age people வரைக்கும் விசிட் பண்ற ஒரு இடம்.
எல்லா பேஷண்ட்ஸுக்கும் பர்சனல் கேர் தராங்க. 30 years of proven medical records. ஆர்கே ஐ சென்டர் டி நகரில் இருக்கிறதுனால accessible to all places.
Youngsters, you guys must take the right decision at the right time with the right people.